But as the time passes, you start seeing things for exactly what they are. And you also start seeing the lessons hidden in that pain. If only we choose to listen. So I truly hope that the message I'm sharing inspires and motivates you to improve your life. Now let's get to the point. Alright, welcome back to another episode of ToDaPointPodcast, and if you are new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. The topic of today's video is pain can be our greatest teacher. The thing is that we all experience pain from time to time, and the majority of us spends lots of time trying to run away from it. So in today's video, I want to go over why pain isn't something to keep running away from, but something that we can benefit from if we let it. But first, let's go over some of the types of pain people can experience. And the first one is physical pain. Now, this one is pretty much straightforward. It's a signal that tells your body that something is off or that you're pushing past your limits. Let's say working out in the gym, each set and each rep teaches us that pain is a part of growth. On the other hand, me for example, I've been walking around with this back pain for a while, and I saw this as a signal that I'm doing something wrong. So I decided to start focusing on my mobility and flexibility. And since I've been doing that, I can feel huge difference in my physique. So the pain is pretty much almost gone. Another type of pain, and this one hits a bit deeper, and that is emotional pain. Usually experienced when we go to something traumatic or stressful. Let's say the loss of a loved one, a job, or a relationship, etc. A personal experience that happened to me about 2.5 years ago is that my mom had a heart attack with me on the phone. Luckily she's okay. But this gave me PTSD, and luckily, I was able to work through this trauma. The thing is, before I got to that point, I was denying what happened, right? By distracting myself with partying and having fun and acting like it never happened because I wasn't ready to admit that I was going through that. But what this experience taught me is that it's not okay to run. You need to address your trauma or the pain you're walking around with, because no matter where you run to, it will haunt you like a shadow. And the thing is, when you think it's not there anymore, that's when it will resurface. Alright, the third type of pain is mental pain, and this can include self-doubt, self-esteem issues, questions of one's self-worth, and failing to measure up to our own expectations or the expectations we believe others have about us. Alright, quick disclaimer though, if you're experiencing any type of mental issues, please get the help needed in order to change your situation. It's okay to not be okay, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help when you feel like you're drowning. And by the way, listen to your intuition when it tells you that something is off. Alright, let's move on. The fourth type of pain is spiritual pain, and I would like to call this a dark night of the soul. Not something that everyone will experience. This usually happens when you have traumatic experiences back to back. What the dark night of the soul actually means is that it's basically the death of everything you believed about yourself, the world, and the existence. And this can include loss of faith, hope, questioning the purpose of life, universe, and everything around you. One of the most grueling things I've ever experienced, and I can remember telling a friend that I literally felt like my soul was bleeding. The thing is, if you break an arm or a leg, you can pinpoint where the pain is coming from. But spiritual pain is pain on a different level. And even though this was one of the most horrific things I've ever experienced, I am grateful for this experience because it changed my perspective on life, and it feels like I got a new chance to start all over. So let's go over some of the lessons that pain can teach you. And the first one is that slow down and pay attention to what's going on around you and inside you. If your body is hurting, pay attention to what's causing that pain. If you are mentally drained, also pay attention to what's causing that. It might be that you're in a place that is toxic for you or surrounded by people who are not good for you. Another thing is the importance of self-care. That means that if you're walking around with physical pain, go see a doctor for a regular checkup, a physiotherapist, whatever it is needed at that time in order to help you to change your situation. Oftentimes people wait till the very last minute until things get so bad that they have no other choice. But the thing is that pain shows up pretty early in order to give you a lot of time to start making adjustments. So don't wait until it's too late. Another lesson is that pain teaches us that nothing lasts forever, right? Be grateful for what you have in the moment because it can be taken away from you in a blink of an eye. And understand that healing comes with time and perspective. Especially if you go into a grieving period, your vision is blurred by the emotions and the pain. But as the time passes, you start seeing things for exactly what they are. And you also start seeing the lessons hidden in that pain. If only we choose to listen. Alright, yo, that was the video for today. If you've ever experienced valuable lessons through a painful experience, please leave them in the comments. Also share this video with someone you think might need it. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.